So in last video, I have taught you about the concepts of market. Now you have to see types of market. Market is divided in markets are divided in two parts: traditional market and second non-traditional markets. So traditional market we are talking is those type of markets which had been established long back, and the people are generally well known about that market. That is called here traditional market. Now non-traditional market is those markets which had been established in last few decades, and since then this type of market is being utilized. So this is called non-traditional markets, or you can also say modern types of market. Modern means of market. First you have to see traditional markets. So traditional market has different parts, different way it has been defined. So first, on the basis of geographical area. On the basis of geographical area means the different geographical area is covered in this market, and on the basis of that market is divided in four parts: local market, regional market, national market, and international markets. So local market, the part of that market where the buyers and sellers are coming from local area or within a limited area. A place of market is established, and generally buyers and sellers are coming in that market to effect the transaction. Generally the products which are bought and sold in the market, these are coming from the local areas, like vegetables are there, eggs are there, fish, you can say meat, and other so many eatable things are there which are bought and sold in this market. Regional market. The regional market is a market which includes the different local markets. Means when the market is divided in different regions, different different states are there, and in these states the markets are established, different circles are divided, and in that the markets are established. That is called here regional market. Third one is national market. National markets, when all the states are there which are exchanging the goods and services among themselves within the boundary of the country. So that is called here national markets. Like you can understand here Indian jute market, textile market, then other you can say the other type consumer products market, or like this. There are different types of goods are there which are generally exported and means bought and sold from one state to another state, and exchanges are taking place. That is called here national markets. The next one is international market. When the market cross the boundaries of a country, means two or more countries are there which are exchanging goods and services among themselves, then these type of markets are called the international market. Example is there like European common market. The second, that is on the basis of volume of business. The market is basis of volume of business. Second, on basis of volume of business. The market is divided here in two parts, that is wholesale market and retail market. First one is wholesale market and second retail market. So here on the basis of volume of business, market is divided in two parts. Wholesale market means wholesale market is the part of the market where the goods are purchased in bulk. The wholesalers are purchasing goods of the few manufacturers, means wholesalers are dealing in few variety of the goods and they are purchasing in large scale from the manufacturers, and this way these wholesalers are purchasing large scale in bulk, and then they are doing other works also, like the storage, okay, then assembling of the different type of goods, packing, grading, sorting, all these works also the wholesalers are doing. So this market is called wholesale market, and again these wholesalers they are not selling to the final consumers, so they are taking responsibility to supply their goods to the retailers. So another part of market that is called retail market. Retail market is the part of the market where the retailers are buying goods in a smaller quantity from different wholesalers. They are purchasing large variety of the goods according to need of their customers, and they decorate their shops, they keep the large variety of the goods but smaller quantity in their shops, and they takes responsibility to transfer goods to the consumers. So this is called here retail market. Once again I am repeating, on the basis of volume of the business, market is divided in two parts. First one is wholesale market, second retail market. A wholesale market is the part of the market which is responsible to purchasing goods directly from manufacturers in large quantity. They break the bulk and then they supply goods to the retailers. On the other end, second one is that is a retail market. Retail market is the part of that market which is purchasing goods of large variety but in smaller quantity from different wholesalers. They bring the large variety of the goods in a smaller quantity in their shops. They decorate their shops. They keep the stock of goods according to the need, taste and preference of their customers, and then they supply to the customers according to their demand. So second one, on the basis of wholesale, on the basis of volume of business. Third, on the basis of subject of exchange. Third one, Third, on the basis of subject of exchange, on the basis of subject of exchange, here the market is divided in three parts. First one is commodity market, second, that is capital market, and third one, money market. So, on the basis of subject of exchange, here market is divided in three parts. First one is commodity market, second capital market, and third one is money market. Commodity market is that part of the market where the goods are bought and sold. Goods are bought means different types of goods are there, which the people are using for their self-consumption, industries are using for the production. So all that goods are coming from commodity market. The second one is capital market. Capital market is the part of market where the money is brought for long-term use. Long-term use means capital which is collected for investment in the business. Like you can understand here, stock exchange is there, part of the capital market. Financial markets are there like stock exchange, and different type of financial institutions are there. The investors, those who are investing their money in the shares of the company, like primary markets where the shares are sold, debentures are sold, then bank, these financial institutions are providing long-term loans to the business organization. So that market is called here capital market. Third one is money market. Money market is the part of the market which is concerned to supply money to the business. That is short term, you can say liquidity requirement of the business organizations are fulfilled by the money market. Like all the commercial banks, different types of banks are there, whether private banks and public banks are there. All they are involved in this type of means money market is the part of that market which deals in money, which is accepting deposits from public and granting loans to the needy business organization as well as to the public. So that is called here capital market. This way, on the basis of subject of exchange, here the market is divided in three parts. That is called here commodity market, then capital market and exchange market. Now you have to see the next one, fourth basis for the classification of the market, that is called here on the basis of position of buyers and sellers. On the basis of fourth, on the basis of position of buyers and sellers. position of buyers and sellers. So on the basis of position of buyers and sellers, the market is divided in three parts. First one is primary market, second, secondary market, and third, that is terminal market. Third one is terminal market. So here markets are divided in three parts. Primary market is the market where first time the produce are brought to the market. So this market covers the producers, means primary producers, like agriculture activities. Farmers are producing and selling their outputs to the middleman. Middleman means you can say that is wholesalers. Means primary producers are selling their goods to the wholesalers or representative of the wholesalers. So they are collecting from the farmers from different places. They are bringing and they are collecting for the purpose of further packing, sorting, grading, sorting and packing of the goods. So here agricultural produce are there. These are generally sold to the wholesalers or the middlemen, those who are working as representative of the wholesalers. Second one is that is secondary market. Secondary market is the part of market where the wholesalers are generally doing the work of sorting and grading and packing these goods, and then they take responsibility to supply their goods to the retailers. Okay, so this is called here secondary market. I think it is clear. On the basis of position of buyers and sellers, market is divided in three parts: primary market, secondary market and terminal market. Primary market is the part of market where the first time the producers, those who are producing the goods, they are selling their goods to the wholesalers, or the middlemen, those who are working on behalf of the wholesalers, they are buying, they are bringing. Then secondary market is that market where the wholesalers collects the produce from the farmers, or the primary market you can say. They are doing the work of grading, sorting and packing, and after that they are supplying to the retailers. So that is called here secondary market. And the terminal market, or you can say also it is called here a retailer's market. Terminal market is the market where the retailers, those who are buying goods from the wholesalers, they takes responsibility to supply goods to the end user, or you can say that is consumers, those who are buying goods for the purpose of their self-satisfaction. So this way, this is the classification of the market on the basis of buyers and sellers. Now we have to see fifth classification of the market. That is called here on the basis of nature of transactions. Fifth, on the basis of nature of transactions. On the basis of nature of transactions, market is divided here in two parts. First one is called spot market. Spot market. And second one is called future market. Future future market. Here is spot market, where the market where the transactions are taking place at present and the immediate deliveries are made. Means where the transactions are negotiated between buyer and the seller, or you can say seller and buyer. When the transactions are negotiated means when the transactions are agreed, immediately the delivery of goods are done. Okay, or when the delivery is given immediately, you can say that is called here spot market. Okay, once again I am repeating, spot market is the market where the sellers are selling goods to the buyers, means transactions are agreed at present and the deliveries are also made immediately. Okay, so that is called here spot market. Second one is future market. Future market is the part of market where the transactions, means you can say the commitments are made at present. Commitments are made at present, and once the commitments are made, means immediate delivery of the goods are not done. Means these type of commitments are made for a future decided date. Future decided date means transactions are negotiated at present, but it is negotiated for a future decided date when the actual transaction will take place. Means the goods will be transferred in future. Once again I am repeating, the future market is the part of the market where the negotiations and commitments are made at present, but that negotiation and commitment is made for a future decided date, and then on that future decided date the actual deliveries are made. So just this type of transactions are taking place just to assess or just to predict the future condition of the market and just to get the benefits of the future changes in the market. So this is also called here, you can understand the Vada market it is called, and this way the transactions are taking place in the future. The next one is on the basis of nature of goods. Sixth point is on the basis of nature of goods. On the basis of nature of goods, here the market is divided in two parts. First one is called consumers market. Consumers market, and second one is called producers market. Producers market. Producers market. Here consumers market, that part of the market where the goods are sold to the people, those who are buying goods for their self satisfaction. Means consumer market is that part of the market where the goods are brought and sold to the end users, means consumers. Consumers means those persons, those who are buying goods for their self satisfaction and they are using. That is called here consumers market. Second one is producers market. So producers market. Second one is producers market. Producers market is the part of the market where the goods are purchased by the manufacturers not for their self consumption but for the purpose of value addition and again just to bring in the market for consumption. So that market is called producers market. Generally producers market, producers are buying goods in large quantity, bulk quantity, and that is for the self-consumption. That is for the purpose of production. So that's why it is called here producers market. So I think it is clear. On the basis of nature of goods, market is divided in two parts: consumers market and producers market. Consumers market means the part of the market where the goods are purchased by the end user for their self satisfaction, that is called consumers market. Producers market is the part of the market where the goods are purchased by the producers for the purpose of making use of the goods in further production or value addition. That is called here producers market. Now second type of the market is called here non-traditional market. Non-traditional market. So you have to see here non-traditional market. Non-traditional markets. So non-traditional markets, these are also known as modern market. Means this type of market was not established earlier, but due to invention of technologies and the different type of devices, electronic devices, this type of market has been established in last few decades.